Dames en heren, verwelkom die 70's en 80's. Please also turn off your Walkmans now. Pull up your leg warmers and put those Rubik cubes away. They are still very annoying. Bly asseblief in julle sitplekke en maak seker dat jou mallet nie die sig van die persoon agter jou blokkeer nie.
We also just want to say it is very strictly prohibited to rollerblade or roller skate in the foyer during interval. And also for those people who forgot to video the MacGyver episode tonight, don't worry, Mnet open time Tuesday is a repeat. Okay, moenie worry.
In the meantime, it's time to rewind to 70's and 80's. Get ready.
and gentlemen, the Capital Singers. Wow. What a fantastic audience. Thank you very much for coming out. Do you like what I'm wearing? I heard someone whistling. But it was Mama. Hello Mama. Dankie dat Mama hier so is. Mama cheap seats gekry vandag. Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we're privileged to be here for our second time in a row here at the Sun Arena. We had our Christmas spectacular, and now we hope that you're ready to rewind to the 70s and 80s. I hope you've got your dancing shoes on, because you're going to be a big part of today's production. During the week, Mondays to Friday, I'm a lecturer at the University of Pretoria in the Department of Music and conductor of Tix Kameraad, but as you can see on the weekends, I'm a dirty dancer. Please take as many pictures, as many videos as you like. Post it to social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and you can use the hashtag Capital Singers. We really want to start a singing revolution right here in Pretoria. Please put your phones to silent. Yes, please, go for it. Singing revolution. Great. I've always wanted to start a political party called the Singing Revolution. Maybe with like a canary. I think people would vote for that. Please turn your phones to silent so that we don't disturb the people around us. And let's just really have some fun today. You really are in for quite a treat. As always is with Capital Singers, we share the stage with some of South Africa's best talent. And today you really are in for a treat. For our first number, accompanying her on the piano, our musical director, the phenomenal Janine Liethling. Please welcome on stage a national treasure, Vicky Sampson.
First I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by myself. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And for you now, broke my spirit. I just want to get out of here without having to fire things. I should have changed just a bit. I should have made you feel. If I know for just one second, you lead back to my feet.
Sampson, ladies and gentlemen. Vicky, before you go, so were you singing about me? Rough, tough,
Of course.
strong and mean?
Didn't you get it?
It's
Don't
actually
you get
strong
it?
and lean. We'll have to just change that, because I'm actually quite a nice guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Vicky Sampson.
Thank you, Maestro.
She really knows how to bring magic to the stage. Really, one of South Africa's greatest artists. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about magic, when I was younger, I grew up fascinated with magic. I loved watching David Copperfield on TV and reading about Houdini, and I enjoyed any movie where you'd have the witches or the warlocks. They would throw their hands like this and a stream of magic would come out and there would be a result at the end of that. And I kind of fulfilled my vocation because I get to make magic with 1,000 singers here today. And in our next, thank you. And in our next piece, we want to share a little bit of that magic, what it can sound like when 1,000 people from all different backgrounds, all different ages, can stand together and sing in unison. This is one of the most beautiful songs ever written. It's by the Rolling Stones, written by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, and really given prominence by Susan Boyle. This is Wild Horses. Forgot to introduce myself in the beginning. My name's Michael Barrett. And I only remembered because I have to now introduce my partner in crime. 5 years ago, Christy Berger phoned me and said, "Do you want to have a cup of coffee? I have an idea." So we went for a cup of coffee, and before I finished my cup of coffee, I said yes. And that idea was the Capital Singers concept. He said, thank you. He said there's such a need here in Pretoria and actually in South Africa for people to sing. South Africa is in fact a singing nation, but not everybody can commit to weekly choir rehearsals. He has his chamber choir, the Acoustica Chamber Singers, high performance choir. I have the Tux Camerata at the University of Pretoria, high performance choir. They rehearse twice a week, they travel nationally, internationally, and it's always music of the highest academic value. But there are so many people that have sung in choirs, whether it was at school or university, that have a passion to sing, but because of work and life and social commitments can't necessarily commit weekly to rehearsals. And that's how the Capital Singers concept was born, to create a choir singing experience within a weekend for people that are passionate about singing. And when we spoke about this, and I will tell you more about the Capital Singers concept later on, I was definitely involved, and since then, in 2015, when we started, it has been the happiest collaboration. We agree on almost everything. You see, Christo has this habit of wanting to outdress me in these shows. But as you can see, the stakes are high. Right, so I need to believe you, otherwise I go off stage feeling a little bit, the stakes are high. Thank you. Please don't clap so loud for him. Please welcome on stage, Christo Berger.
Is this too much? Thank you. Whom of you saw the movie Bohemian Rhapsody? Fantastic. Now, you can't do a tribute show, a rewind show of 70s and 80s and not include the best band in the world, which was? Of course, Queen. And today, we have the most amazing singer to sing the music of Queen. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Joseph Clark.
What are we living for? Abandoned places, I guess we know the score. On and on, does anybody know what we are looking for? Another hero, another mindless crime behind the curtain in the pantomime. Hold the line, does anybody want to take it anymore? The show must go on. The show must go on. Inside my heart is breaking. My finger may be flaking, but my smile still never fade, romance. On and on. Does anybody know what we are living for? This unlearning, I must be warmer now. I'll soon be turning round the corner now. Outside the dawn is breaking, but inside the door I'm making to be free. The summer's gone. The summer's gone. Yeah, yeah. Inside my heart is breaking. My thinking made me play because my smile still stays on. Like the wings of butterflies, fairy tales of yesterday will grow and never die. I can smile my breath. I'm facing with a grin. I'm never giving in. I'm with the show. I'll drop the bill. I'll overkill. I have to find the will to carry on. The show must go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Clark.
Wow. Us at Capital Singers, we are very proud to have amazing media partners on board for this fantastic project. En een van hulle is ons familie by Groot FM. Bietjie groter as dit. Nee, ek jok so. Ons stap 'n lekker pad saam met Groot FM, want ons Capital Singers hou daarvan om geassosieer te word met projekte en mense wat 'n verskil maak in die gemeenskap. En een van daai projekte is die Hoopstoot projek. En julle kan sien al hierdie persente hier voor is baadjies wat die koor vanuit hulle eie klerekaste gebring het. Soms nie, soms oud, maar dit maak nie saak nie, want hulle maak hierdie winter dit vir iemand net bietjie makliker in Pretoria. But you also contributed to the Webster project by purchasing a ticket, because a portion of your ticket will go to the Webster project, which will also ensure that somebody's winter is just a little bit better. Maar, laat ek julle nou eers terugvat. You remember this time with LM Radio, Springbok Radio? Ja. En daai tyd toe jy die TV aangesit het en jy wait for the test bed to go away, nee? Voor Haasdas en Niskas begin het sessie. So ons het besluit, omdat Groot FM so trots Suid-Afrikaans is, het ons 'n Suid-Afrikaner medley bymekaar gemaak. En ons noem dit die Groot FM medley.
Hoe lyk die dinge op 'n Sondagmiddag hier? Is julle alright? The world is full of strange behavior. Every man has to be his own savior. I know I can make it on my own if I try, but I'm searching for the great heart who's standing by underneath the sky. A great heart who's standing by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart to hold and keep me by. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart under the African sky. Sometimes I feel that you really know me. Oh, sometimes there's so much you can show me. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart.
Dames en heren, een verrassing. Elvis Blue.
Let me just start off by saying that you look lovely this afternoon. If my mom was here though, if my mom was here, she would say, "Mens trek nie sulke klere op 'n Sondag aan." Mens trek nie 'n tiervel op 'n Sondag aan nie, magtig man. Yes, you kind of remind me of the Kruger National Park, but that's a good thing. You know? I've always wanted to sing with a choir this size. My first choir experience was when I was 6 years old. There was a girl in my class. I was so in love with her. Her name was San Marie. Oh, she was so beautiful, but I was only 6. And I was nervous, you know. And so I asked my dad what I could do to get closer to San Marie. And my dad in his wisdom, he said, you know, when you want to get close to a girl, you must watch her and see what she likes doing. Clever. And the next day I saw that somebody likes singing in the choir. And so, lucky for me, the following week there were auditions for the choir at my school. I sang in the choir from grade 1 until grade 12, all through school, for 12 years, but San Marie never liked me. Okay. We never sang songs like this one. Let's see if you recognize this one. We drew cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kinda seasick, but the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder as the ceiling flew away. When we called out for another drink, the waiter brought a tray, and so it was that later, as the minutes always take, that her face at first just ghosted, turned to water, shade of pale. She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. As I was wandering through my playing cards, I could not let her be one of 16 best virgins who were leaving for the coast. And although my eyes were open, they might just as well be closed. And so it was later, as a little told stay, that her face at first just ghostly, turned to water, shade of pale. And so it was later, as a miller told the story, that her face at first just ghostly, turned to water, shade of pale.
I think I should change it to something more subtle now. So I'm going to welcome back Michael Barrett.
Advantage Barrett. That's not all, ladies and gentlemen, because I play a high-stakes game. I've taken some girls right in from the choir, and on Wednesday we taught them some moves just to up the ante here. So please enjoy this next item. Give a big round of applause to our lady dancers in the choir. Ladies and gentlemen, the next song is by one of the great divas from the 80s. No, 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 we're not talking about Christy. Christy was born in the 70's. This next piece was a really, really special piece, and we'd like you to be involved in this piece. Please take out your cell phones, turn on your little camera, and please welcome on stage Vicky Sampson for the beautiful, beautiful ballad, One Moment in Time.
Each day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, yet not alone. My finest day is yet unknown. I broke my heart for every game. Remains. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are hard to be, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vicky Sampson. So, just before we have a 20-minute interval, we have one song where we want to get you thirsty. So you're going to sing with us, you're going to dance with us, and we're going to teach you now, or show you what it's like to be a capital singer. You ready? There we go. I'm not a singer, I'm a conductor. 3. Right, you try. 1, 2, 3, and go. Let's try again. You guys, 3, and go. I'm going to use my stick this time. 3, Yes, give him a round of applause. You have just all passed your audition for the Capital Singers. Enrollments are open. September's our next show. Fantastic. But it's not so easy. That's the singing part. You've learned all the singing parts. Fantastic. Let's do a little bit of movement. Let's see if you can do this. Keep going. Now add the singing. We will. We want to hear you. A little bit louder. Go. Thank you. That was my solo for today. Yeah. Right, so when I turn around with this fantastic magical stick, we've spoken about magic today, join in the fun. Here is the rock medley.
Some big disgrace, somebody better put your bag into your place.